Hello friends, you're welcome back. So in our previous um, section we talked about the different types of cost, but here I want to talk about the determinants of cost. What determines the cost a firm incurs? The first one is the level of output. The cost of production varies according to the quantum of output. If you produce more, that means you would have to bear more cost. Because if you want to produce more, you have to buy more raw materials, you have to buy more machines, and that will increase your cost. The next is price of input. A rise in the cost of inputs will increase the total cost of production. A rise in the cost of inputs will increase your total cost of production. So if your inputs are experiencing an increase in price, that means your cost incurred will be high. And the third is size of plant. The cost of production will be low in large plants due to mass production with mechanization. So if your plant is very large, your cost of production will be low because you can fill it with a lot of raw materials and it will produce all of them at once instead of you buying different small plants. So that is also a determinant of cost. The next is output stability. The overall cost of production is low when output is stable over a period of time. So if output is stable, your cost of production is low. Let me give an example. If you, for about 3 months, you are producing 100,000 tons of cocoa, all that you produce are demanded, you will not be tempted to produce 1 million because you think maybe production will go high, maybe demand will go high for you to produce, and there is no demand. That will increase your cost of production, and your commodities you have produced cannot also be bought. So if your output is stable over time, your cost of production is also low. As you produce same level of output, also the people you are using to produce, they are getting expertise in the production, so they don't use so much energy as they used to in the past. So that is about output production. The next is level of capacity utilization. The higher the capacity utilization, the lower the cost of production. This is quite similar to the size of the plant. So if the capacity of your workers, for instance, are utilized very well, then your cost of production will fall. If you make your workers work 8 hours a day instead of 4 hours a day, they have the capacity to work 8 hours a day, and you pay them the same amount, it reduces your cost of production. And the last is technology. An advanced technology decreases cost of production. Assuming you are supposed to harvest rice with a combine harvester, you have your combine harvester, within just about 1 hour you would have harvested a rice of about 2 acres of land. But if the technology is crude, you are using a sickle, you can use about 1 month to harvest the rice, incurring so much cost. So high level of technology reduces cost. Okay, let's look at experience also. Over a period of time, the experience in production processes will help the firm to produce at a very faster rate, and that reduces the cost of production. If you are experienced, there are some mistakes you will not make, and that reduces your cost. And also government incentives. The government produces incentives like giving you subsidies, giving you some input factors for free, then your cost of production falls. On the other hand, if you are not receiving any government subsidies, your cost of production is likely to be high. Alright, so those are the determinants of cost. The next thing we want to look at is the cost function. Cost function. The cost function expresses a functional relationship between total cost and factors that determine it. So usually the factors that determine the total cost of production of a firm are the output, the level of technology, the prices of factors of production, and also the fixed factors. So let's look at a typical example of a cost function here. A typical cost function can be C, which is the total cost, is a function of Q representing output, T representing technology, PF representing factors and price of factors of production, and F representing a fixed factor. And this can be so simplified and written as cost is a function of output. So the higher your output, the higher your cost. The lower your output, the lower your cost. Ceteris paribus. Alright, so we'll pause here, and in our other slides we'll look at time periods in cost theory. Thank you.